Alright, guys, today we're talking about Superman. But first and foremost, go ahead and become part of the family. If you like content like this, fiction or fantasy, then you're really right where you need to be. So, yeah, I want to get into both Supermen. I know there was like a TV show adaptation, and he was cool or whatever, but honestly, I just can't stop seeing this character from Teen Wolf, so we're just not going to talk about him for this one. So starting off with Henry Cavill, I think he was a really good Superman. I didn't really like him too much as like a Clark Kent. He kind of felt like the Andrew Garfield effect, where like even though Peter Parker is supposed to be nerdy and geeky and not really cool, he comes off as just a raw ass motherfucker. Like you want to be him regardless if it's Peter Parker or Spider Man. And it felt the same way with Henry Cavill Superman or Clark Kent adaptation, where basically no matter if you're Superman or Clark Kent, you just wanted to be this motherfucker. Like he was just a raw ass looking dude. And yeah, I think he was a really good Superman. Probably the best, like, picture perfect, like at face value for Superman. But I wasn't a big fan of like how they had his Superman come up in his movies, and that's not really his fault. I think actually out of like the whole entire DC movies at the time, besides maybe Suicide Squad, I think his initial movie by himself was probably the best like DC movie that they had running with that saga. I mean, so basically he was pretty cool. I don't got too much bad to say about him other than, Clark Kent should have felt a little bit more like Clark Kent. However, I actually have big hopes for this actor. All right? I'm not even trying to glaze. I mean, if it's not already enough that James Gunn's going to be directing this, the same guy who directed the first Guardians of the Galaxy, then honestly, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't think he's going to be a bad Superman. I think he's going to be a really good Clark Kent, way more than maybe a Superman. Like, if there's a bad take on his acting with this movie, I think it would rather be Superman than Clark Kent. I've seen some, like, little trailer things here and there, like, little shorts of him being Clark Kent, and he looks really good as Clark Kent. And I know I'm glazing him being Clark Kent, but I think he's going to be a good Superman too. I'm not saying just because I think he's going to be a better Clark Kent, that doesn't mean he's going to be a bad Superman, though. I like how they're kind of showing a more, I guess, human-esque side of Superman. Like, yeah, like, this motherfucker can get hurt. Because every time we've seen Superman get hurt in a movie, it's either been, like, insanely drastic or minimal to, if not nothing. So, I like how it's not 0 to 100. Like, they're kind of showing a median here, which I really like. So if you guys can't tell, I have high hopes for this movie. However, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to see this movie in the theaters, or are you guys going to, like, illegally stream it or some shit? Just let me know if you guys are even going to watch it, or if you guys are excited for it. And until next time, I'll see y'all.